Spanish learners, listen up. You cannot overlook the verb llevar. From expressing time to describing relationships, the verb llevar has so many useful applications in Spanish that it's going to help you become fluent. So in this video, I'm going to teach you 7 uses of the verb llevar, and I'm also going to give you a quick challenge so you can apply this knowledge. Trust me, this is going to be a game changer for your Spanish. Hi everyone, this is Daniela Sánchez from Tell Me Spanish y estoy aquí para ayudarte a hablar español de forma más natural. The verb llevar is one of the most beautiful, complex, and useful verbs that you're going to learn in Spanish. In fact, let me show you right now. In Spanish, you're going to use llevar to express that you're taking someone or something to a different location from the speaker. For example, llevamos a mi mamá al aeropuerto. We took her to a different place. For example, lleva estas cajas a la cochera. Take these boxes to the garage. Let me give you another common use of llevar. You are also going to use this verb, and please learn this use because nobody uses it and it's really useful in your conversations. You're going to use it to express how long you have been doing an activity. For example, ¿cuánto llevas estudiando español? How long have you been studying Spanish? O llevamos esperando media hora. We have been waiting for 30 minutes. What's wrong with you? This is very important. When you're using this, you're implying that the action started in the past and is still continuing in the present, okay? You're also going to use llevar to talk about ingredients, and this one brings me funny memories because a couple of years ago, one of my students told me that he was super hot because he forgot how to ask what ingredients the tacos in Mexico had. Because he couldn't ask, he ate a lot of chili. So if you don't want this to happen to you, pay attention. You are going to use llevar with a noun that describes the ingredients to either ask or list the ingredients inside of a dish. For example, los tacos llevan chile. Is there chile in the tacos? Alonso, this is the question that you should have used. Another example, ¿qué lleva la ensalada? What is in the salad? And here you have 2 options. You either ask for the specific ingredient that you want to know, like chile, los tacos llevan chile, or you're going to ask about the ingredients in general, just to know what people use to prepare your dish. Like this example, ¿qué lleva la ensalada? I want you to tell me everything you use to prepare the ensalada. Another common use of llevar is to describe relationships. Let's face it, no matter our age, there are going to be people that we cannot connect with. In this case, you're going to use llevar to describe how well or bad you get along with someone. For example, nosotros nos llevamos bien. We get along pretty well, right? Or ellas se llevan mal. They don't get along very well. In this case, you have 2 options. You either use the adverb bien to say that you get along well with someone, or mal to say the opposite, like this example, ellas se llevan mal, or you can use a negative sentence with bien. Ellas no se llevan bien. Both are common, so I'm going to leave it up to you to decide which one you want to use. Another common use of llevar is as a synonym of usar, or to say that someone is wearing some clothing or accessories. For example, Sally lleva un vestido rojo. Sally is wearing a red dress. Or yo llevo una camisa amarilla. I'm wearing a yellow shirt. So, what's the difference between usar and llevar? Are they both the same? Yes and no. There is a slightly difference between these two. You're going to use usar to talk about the regular things that you use on a currently basis. Like, for example, yo siempre uso camisas. I always wear shirts. And you're going to use llevar to explain that someone is wearing something at the moment of speaking. Like in this video, yo llevo una camisa amarilla. Or to say that someone wore something in the past. Ayer, Sally llevaba un vestido azul. Okay, that's the only difference. Another common use of llevar, and this one is going to help you sound more natural, so pay attention to this one, is to talk about age gaps between people or to talk about time. And by time, I don't mean this time, I mean the time that takes you to do an action. And I'm sorry, I just noticed that I'm missing an S here, English, sorry. So you're going to use llevar to talk about the age gap between two people or to express how long something took you. You're going to use indirect or reciprocal pronouns depending on what you're expressing, plus llevar, and this is not a noun, sorry. This should be a number because you're talking about amounts, right? So, for example, mi hermano me lleva 2 años. My brother is 2 years older than me. That's pretty long in English. ¿Cuánto se llevan? What's the age gap between you two guys? In this case, you're using a reciprocal pronoun because this information is affecting two people, okay? And finally, este proyecto nos llevó todo el día. This project took us all day. I know that most of you know that in this case you could say something like mi hermano es 2 años más grande que yo, which is the literal translation of my brother is 2 years older than me, but it's too long. It's so long. Check again. Mi hermano es 2 años más grande que yo. Did you finish your sentence? It's quicker to say mi hermano me lleva 2 años. It's short and to the point, and you don't have to remember so many things. So please start using this one. And finally, llevar has a formal use. In this case, you're going to use it to talk about the consequences, to talk about the outcomes of a previous action. To build this meaning, you're going to use, obviously, llevar, plus the preposition a, an infinitive or a noun. For example, sus decisiones lo llevaron a la ruina. His decisions led him to ruin. Another example, esto me llevó a tomar una decisión. This led me to take a decision. Remember, this one is formal. You're just going to use it in very few contexts. So that's it. Llevar is super useful in Spanish. If you ask me, I couldn't choose which meaning is more important. They all are. So start applying them right now. Before we end, I want to give you a quick challenge so you can apply this knowledge right now. You are just going to write one sentence for each one of these uses, okay? Leave your sentences in the comments and I'm going to give you feedback if you need it. So I also want to give you some extra resources in case you want to go deeper into this topic. The first one is a video in Spanish. It's the same lesson, just in case you want to start practicing your Spanish listening comprehension skills. The second one is a guide with llevar conjugations. This is going to help you understand how to conjugate these verbs to different tenses, and it's also going to provide you with some examples of these uses. So check these resources and I hope to see you soon. Bye!